Hi, I'm Paul from Studio One Expert. Today we're going to talk about drum replacement. And for this I'm going to be using Slate Trigger. Now there are plenty of other drum replacement plugins out there, but my preference has always been Slate Trigger. It's a great plugin. It's quite simple to use if you use it in its basic form. You can actually get quite deep in it and change quite a lot. But today I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm just going to show you how quickly you can set this up to achieve a really great sound. So let's just hear the tracks that we've got before we actually add in any drum replacement. And as you can see here, all of my drums are cut up because I've actually been quantizing them. So let's have a quick listen. Okay, so as you can hear, the drums don't sound too bad, but let's just have a quick listen to that kick on its own. So the first thing I'm going to do is to open my browser and copy trigger 2 onto the inserts in my kick track. So open browser in that, and I'm going to go down to SSD Platinum Kit presets. And we're going to be using one of my favourite kits, which is Classic Vintage Kit. And I'm going to click on kick. So it's that simple. I can now click on my triggering page here. We can see what's going on. So let's have a listen now to the kick using trigger. So the first thing that you'll notice is that it's flamming. So we need to change the re-trigger speed. And I'm going to move it up, but let's play it at the same time. So it was here. Let's move it up. I'm going to bring the detail down. I'm going to leave the sensitivity where it is. Now the great thing about trigger for me is if you've got a lot of bleed in your tracks, you can actually change the low cut and the high cut here to only then pick up, say like the kick drum. So you could have a microphone which has just got a snare drum which is the same volume as the kick. So if I just bring down my high cut here, I can just literally just affect the kick. So let's hear that again, bypass. And now in. And let's hear it in the track. Okay, so that sounds okay, but because I know that this song's going to be quite a rock sort of production, I don't think that I'm going to achieve the amount of punch in that snare that I could achieve just with the microphones. So let's just load trigger as well into the insert on my snare track. Open my browser again, and let's find the same kit, which is Classic Vintage Kit, and I'm going to click on snare. I'm going to go into my triggering, let's hear that. Now we don't have to worry about the re-triggering because it's not double triggering at all. But what I want to do, because I quite like the sound of the original snare, I can come over here to my mix and I can drag that back. And there's my original, and I'm just going to enhance it by just dragging a bit of the sample in. Now let's hear that in the track. Now let's hear it without trigger. So that's the original part. And there it is with trigger. So I'm Paul from Studio One Expert. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I know Marcus is going to be doing a video on a different drum replacement plugin. But until then, we'll see you next time.